Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Explanation regarding jihad in the light of Quran and Hadith. Jihad is an Arabic word which literally means striving or struggling. Jihad is mentioned in 4 places in the Quran as a noun, while it derived verb is used in 24 places. Mujahid, the active participant, is mentioned in 2 verses. In some of these mentioned in Surah At-Tawbah, Ayat 41, 44, 81, 86, it is understood that the word jihad directly refers to war. And in others, jihad is used in the sense of the effort to live life in accordance with Allah's will. On hadith basis, jihad is divided into two, that is greater jihad and lesser jihad, based on hadith explanation regarding jihad. Jihad has traditionally been divided into greater jihad, that is inner struggle against sinful behavior or vague on or people's understanding or own desires, and lesser jihad, that is in military sense. This is based on hadith explanation regarding jihad. Hadith related to this topic: a group of Muslim soldiers came to Holy Prophet ﷺ from a battle. He said, "Welcome, you have come from lesser jihad to the greater jihad." It was said, "What is greater jihad?" He said, "The striving of a servant against his inner sinful behavior or vague own or people's understanding or own desires." The Prophet said, "The greatest jihad is to speak the word of truth to a tyrant." Prophet said, "Do jihad against your desires as you do jihad against enemies." Prophet ﷺ said, "Do jihad against the unbelievers with your tongues and hands." Jihad involves 4 things: enjoining the good and forbidding the doing of evil, speaking the truth in a situation of trial, and having enmity for the wrongdoers. The most excellent jihad is the Hajj also. The Mujahid, that is one who engage in jihad, that is he who strive against his own self to obey Allah. These hadith make it clear that jihad means to exert or effort oneself to the utmost, struggling or striving, whether by means of one's wealth or tongue or hands or life, whether it is against one's own desires or a visible enemy. Jihad by sword, that is war, is conditional with rules and regulation at community level. The first condition is that it is done only at community level, not individually. At individual level, only greater jihad must to be done, that is struggle against wrong inner self to become pure hearted, that is struggling against vague own or people's understanding, or struggling against sinful behavior or own desires, and to make out or go against shaitan's whispers, and a struggle against wrong kind of environment and friends. This is done at individual level. At community level also, it depends upon how much support and power you have compared to the enemy, and it should be mainly to propagate and establish Islam religion, fi sabilillah, with other conditions. Just as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked which jihad is best, he said, "He who does jihad against the idolaters with his tongue, wealth, and life."